Hey, Scorpio. How are you? Really? How are you? Um, there is so much going on energetically this week that it is crazy. But I thought that is clear the energy, please. One thought. Please bless this reading with messages that are helpful and healing for Scorpio. We are going to do a new moon solar eclipse reading because today is the new moon solar eclipse, and you are there's just so much going on this week, but so the energies are just wild. And today is also the official start date of the fire horse year of the fire horse. We're also moving into Pisces season. We also have the 222 portal this coming up. There's just so much. So the world is a little chaotic, and I'm sure that you have noticed because this solar eclipse in Aquarius is hitting the fixed and air signs the hardest, and you are a fixed sign, so I know that you are probably feeling it. I'm sure you've noticed a lot of change in the past few months, a lot of changes in your life, and there are a lot more to come, just so you know, because eclipses bring unexpected change, and eclipses in Aquarius bring radical change. So fun. But it's change that puts you back on the right track, back on the path that we are all meant to be on. So depending on how far you veered off track, is how intensely you will possibly feel this, Scorpio. And, for the next couple weeks, it's going to be pretty intense. It does these energies do last a year. Sorry, excuse me. And, but they'll be the strongest for the, this 2 weeks that we're in, and again in spring, summer, like June, July, I believe. So just kind of prepare yourself mentally for that. But it's a good thing because it's putting you on track, and sometimes we need that, but expect the unexpected. That is what I just keep telling everybody. I feel like a parrot because I'm like, expect the unexpected. But, that's the best advice I can give anybody is expect the unexpected for the next couple weeks. And, again, intensely. But anywho, so we're going to do a new moon solar eclipse reading, and pull you a moon card, and that's it. It's going to be pretty short and sweet, but the energy that you are sitting in right now came up as the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is like you're in the energy of like free spirit, very passionate, but oh gosh, you know what you want to do, and you want to be able to do it. Now, if that's happening for you, I don't know, to each his own, it's different for everybody, but you are in this spirit of, you want to follow your passions. You want to do things that you're passionate about. You want to do things that bring you joy. Whether you're getting to do them or not, I don't know, but excuse me. And a shift that this new moon solar eclipse is bringing, it came up as the Emperor. And the Emperor is very structured. He's if the Empress to me is Mother Nature. He's Father Nature. Okay. So think of it like that. So the shift that it's bringing in is a very grounded, structured, energy. So you don't bullshit, he's kind of a no bullshit energy. And you're probably sick of it. So that will, let that shift take place. Let that shift take place where you're done with the BS, and nothing wrong with that. Now what is ending is for you came up as the Ace of Pentacles, and that the Ace of Pentacles is like, new, oh goodness sakes, like I'm trying to think of how to word it into like an ending. So in other words, you have planted your seeds, and that you've set the tone. That is what I'm trying to say. Scorpio, you have set the tone, and you're done setting the tone. You know what you want. You know what you want your trajectory to look like. You don't, you're not like trying to figure out, you're not trying to figure out necessarily where to plant your seeds. You know what you want, next in your life, whether it's at work, with family. So, you know what you want at work, or what you want to accomplish as far as, do you want a relationship? Do you not want a relationship? Do you want a raise or a different position at work, or you do not want a different position at work? Do you want, you know what I mean? So that part of your energy is coming to an end, as far as like trying to figure out what it is that you want, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Which is kind of nice sometimes, because sometimes when we're like, we have all these options, or, we have our whole life ahead of us, or, whatever, the next year ahead of us, we're like, I don't even know what I want to work on. There's something in the air where you do know what it is you want to work on. Maybe you've already, worked on it, but, so that part of the mystery of life for you is for the next year, and not forever, because we change, we grow, we want different things. But as of like, this time frame that we're looking at, the energy of the solar eclipse, you're not at a loss for what to do tomorrow. Okay. You're not at a loss for what you want to do next week. You want to enjoy life. That you want structure, and you don't want to live this guessing game. And so know that the guessing is over. That's what I'm trying to get at. And what is starting, came up as the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is, it's a nostalgia card. A lot of people think of it like the past, or, your childhood. And I don't think that is necessarily what this card means with these others. I think what it's saying is what's beginning is when you're a kid and you have that feeling, that innocence, or, your happy memories, or whatever, whatever you can remember that brings you like a sense of, the good old days. That feeling is what's coming back for you, what's beginning for you, that innocent joy, that chasing that. It's not chasing the past, but it's reviving that feeling, or that vibe that brought you so much joy from the past. Is that, I hope that I clarified that right. Like when you're, okay, good example is, see this guy with his puppy, like he's remembering when he first got that puppy and how much he loved that puppy. And he loved, when that like fresh Oh, that feeling. What is starting for you is a new version of that, is what I'm trying to say. So that's beautiful. I mean, whatever, to see the joy of the good memories you have as a kid, see that same type of joy begin again at this time in your life is a beautiful thing. And a change that is that lies ahead for you came up as the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords is, you're going to be at a point here soon. This new moon solar eclipse is bringing in a change that is going to require you to make a decision. Now, it's going to be different for everybody, but it's going to be a decision that is going to be hard to make because everybody's going to have an opinion on what you should decide. And it's going to feel like, see how this gal is like the bird, she's blindfolded, and the birds are, that tells me that this decision is yours and yours alone, and that you need to make it without the influence of all the chatter, everybody's opinion. None of that is going to matter. So just be aware that if a change comes up and everybody has an opinion about it and everybody has thinks you should do this or thinks you should do that, you need to ignore all that and listen to your inner self and make that decision. And then what you should be manifesting came up as the Three of Cups. And that is like a celebration card. So I would be manifesting healthy, and cherished connection with others. That is what you should be manifesting at this time. And that's pretty straightforward and beautiful, really, Scorpio. I like it. I like it a lot. Just the only thing that might come up as a, feel like a rock on a hard place would be this decision that is going to be coming up ahead. And that's a change. The decision is going to be about change. Something is going to change and you're going to have to decide which way it changes. And that could be anything in the world. But if you find yourself like trying to make a hard decision and it feels like I can never decide between this or that, that's because you need to not listen to whatever everyone else thinks and listen to yourself. Okay. And then your moon card, you got believe in the impossible. I love that. I absolutely love that because nothing is impossible if we want it bad enough. And we all need to believe in the impossible. I've been doing readings all day and I'm about to lose my voice. But that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this was helpful and I hope you have a blessed week. And do not forget, and I'll say it again, expect the unexpected, okay? If you can go into this week, this next couple weeks, and the next year, but especially the next couple weeks, reminding yourself to expect the unexpected. When it pops up, it won't, be detrimental because you're like, oh, yeah. That lady said, expect the unexpected. So you're not going to be like, oh my God, Anyway, Scorpio, love ya. And I hope this was helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye.